My name is Licypriya Kangujam. I am 11 years old, Indian climate and environmental activist, and also the founder of the Child Movement. I'm working as a special envoy of the President of Timor-Leste. I'm studying in grade 5 at Rand International School, Noida Extension. I am fighting to save our planet and our future. I belong to a small indigenous community of India called Meitei tribe. It's surrounded by lush green mountains and alluring atmosphere, and it is full of rich biodiversity. But now, many biodiversity hotspots have become climate hotspots now. But I have grown up in Bhubaneswar, Odisha for my schooling. My life was hit by Cyclone Titli in 2018 and Cyclone Fani in 2019 in Odisha. Again, when I moved to Delhi in 2020, my life was completely messed up due to the high air pollution level and heat wave crisis in Delhi. So all such incidents I have faced in my young life turns me into a child climate activist. Many people told me that you're too young to get involved in such activism. But I proved them that age doesn't matter to make a difference. I'm big or small, it doesn't matter. I am a girl child who strongly believes that every child has the power to change the world. In July 2018, when I was just around 6 years old, I got a chance to attend a United Nations disaster conference in Mongolia. I met many world leaders, great scientists, experts, policymakers, and many environmentalists there. It was a life-changing event for me. After returning back from Mongolia in July 2018, I have started my own organization called the Child Movement to call our leaders to take immediate climate action now to save our planet and our future. I have 3 main demands to our leaders and the governments to change the system. First is to pass a climate change law as soon as possible in the parliament. If they pass the climate change law, then it would help us to control the carbon emissions and also the greenhouse gases. Second is to include climate education as a mandatory subject in our school education curriculum. If our leaders include climate education as a mandatory subject in our school education curriculum, then it would help us to fight the climate crisis from the grassroots. Third is to plant minimum 10 trees by each student in India and also in the whole world. In India, there are 350 million students. If 350 million students plant minimum 10 trees every year, then we would plant around 3.5 billion trees. So trust me, India will be green in after 5 to 10 years. I have a dream where there are more bicycles on roads instead of more fossil fuel vehicles. I have a dream where all the coal power plants and thermal power plants are replaced by clean renewable energies. I have a dream where all the children living in this world have the clean air to breathe, clean water to drink, and clean planet to live. Asking clean air to breathe, clean water to drink, and clean planet to live is all our basic rights. If there's no nature, then there will be no food. If there's no nature, then there will be no growth. If there's no nature, then there will be no security. And if there's no nature, then there will be no future for us. Climate change problem is not only for me or for you or for someone else. Climate change problem is for every single person living in this world. Each and every child living in this country, living in this world, are already the victims of climate change. That's why I'm fighting to save our planet and our future. Children are dying due to wars in Ukraine. Children are dying due to air pollution and heat wave crisis in India. Children are dying due to flash floods in Pakistan. Children are dying due to starvation in Ethiopia. And many girl children are out of school to fetch water from a very long distance in Africa. Instead of spending billions of dollars on wars, if we spend it on ending poverty, giving education, and fighting climate change, then what a wonderful place our earth would be. Sacrificing the lives of the millions of innocent children for the failures of our leaders. As per recent reports, 40% of the insects population has gone. 70% of our animal species has gone. 69% of our forest has gone. And 40% of the Himalayan glaciers has gone. Forests belonging to the indigenous tribal people, like Hasdeo forest in Chhattisgarh and Amazon rainforest in Brazil, are sold out by our leaders to big companies for mining and other illegal activities. Not just destroying our planet and our future, it snatched away the forest and land rights of those indigenous tribal people. Small island countries like Maldives are submerging inside the sea. Many rivers and lakes are now dry and dead. Frequent cyclones are devastating our homes. Habitats of countless and voiceless are now being used for mining. Wildfires are killing millions of animals every year. And many forests have been transformed into deserts. This is not the change we want. And if you don't know how to fix it, then please stop breaking it. So far, I have planted over 3.5 lakh trees across India with my initiative called Monday for Mother Nature, where we plant lots of trees every week with the school children on every Monday, with the mission to plant 1 million trees every year. I have a good news for everyone that Delhi University makes compulsory for every student to plant a minimum 1 tree every year to pass their final examination. And I'm very happy to share you all that many states in India have started studying climate education as a mandatory subject in their school education curriculum. I received letters from Rajasthan and Gujarat government that they will be including climate education as a mandatory subject in their school education curriculum. From 0 to over 1.5 lakh schools are now studying climate education as a mandatory subject in their school education curriculum after my request. And now, many European countries and America have also started studying climate education as a mandatory subject in their school education curriculum. On 18th of October 2020, I spent the night protesting in front of the President House of India to enact a new law to curb Delhi's high air pollution level. On 18th of October 2020, I got detained by the Delhi police. On 28th of October 2020, President of India signed an ordinance to enact a new law to curb Delhi's high air pollution level. A few months back, I've started the world's first plastic money shop, where people can bring single-use plastic waste from their homes and can take free stationery items, plant sapling, and after collecting all those single-use plastic waste, we convert them into eco-friendly road tiles, house roof sheets, school benches, desks, etc. The mission of this project is to eliminate every single-use plastic from our planet. It also stops the single-use plastic waste from reaching our oceans, rivers, seas, landfills, etc. On 20 June 2022, I protested in front of the Taj Mahal with a banner writing, "Behind the beauty of Taj Mahal is plastic pollution." The picture got viral in the social media, and the plastic pollution around the Taj Mahal was cleaned within 24 hours, and the authority was fined ₹1 lakh. So far, I have spoken over 400 institutions and platforms in over 32 countries. When I started my movement, I was alone. But today, I have thousands of love and support across the globe. I have a small message to all the children living in this world. Children must tell their parents that they should walk if it's nearby, or they can use a bicycle, or they can use the public transport like buses and metros for long distances. Please don't cut trees, plant more trees, and don't use single-use plastic at your home. And don't throw garbage or plastic at streets, oceans, rivers, seas, or any other places. All our little things can make a huge difference. Our leaders are doing nothing. They are just telling beautiful speeches, and they're just blaming each other instead of finding a long-term solution. Our governments must work together to manage a just transition away from coal, oil, and gas, which are the top cause of climate crisis. Today, I want to share something with everyone living in this world from my little heart. We all know that we are facing a pandemic on one side, and floods, droughts, heat waves, cyclones, locusts, air pollution, etc. on the another side. Now, this is the time to wake up. This is the time to open up your eyes. This is the time to send your children and grandchildren to fight for their own survival and for their own future. Your action today will decide our future tomorrow. My generation is already the victims of climate crisis. I don't want the future generations to face the same consequences. Take urgent climate action now to save our planet and our future. The best gift parents can give to their children is not a beautiful house, expensive cars, or a lot of money. The best gift parents can give to their children is a beautiful green planet. To give this planet, you have to change yourself. If you can change yourself, then you can change your family. If you can change your family, then you can change your neighborhood. If you can change your neighborhood, then you can change your community. If you can change your community, then you can change your state. If you can change your state, then you can change your country. If you can change the country, then we all can change the whole world. Change means empowerment. Empowerment means independence. And independence means freedom. Freedom is when you can protect your land and environment. Freedom is when you can protect your children's future, culture, and health. Freedom is when you're out of hunger. Freedom is when you can read and write. Freedom is when nobody can discriminate you on the basis of caste, creed, color, sex, or any other differences. Freedom is when we are all together in this fight. Fight for your future. Fight for your freedom. Thank you. Jai Hind. Sanale ba Manipur nahi aaye the. Thank you once again.